I play Hollow Knight a lot, and since I play a lot of Hollow Knight, I thought, why don't I challenge myself to see how many deaths does it take for me to go from King's Path to being the titular Hollow Knight. But that felt too easy, so I decided to add an extra challenge alongside it. Every death that I get adds a push-up that I have to do at the end of the run. Here's how it went. Oh, and if you enjoyed this video, please come check me out on Twitch, link is in the description. After dropping in and figure out some mod stuff that I had installed, I quickly make my way through King's Path, Dirtmouth, and into the Forgotten Crossroads. I did the usual loop through before heading to the False Knight. To his credit, almost got me to my first death, but didn't beat me before I beat him. After getting Vengeful Spirit, I make my way to the Ancestral Mound. I made my way into Green Path and did a little trick to avoid going the long way through. We can skip this. We can skip all the monotonous BS. Woo! Did it! And quickly made my way to the Vengeful King, who, well, exploded. After that, I healed up and headed towards the Hornet Arena fight, which, well, she kind of exploded too. I think I might have played this game too much. After getting the Mothwing Cloak and being stuck in this room for like 45 seconds, seriously, is that a bug? I can never tell. I quickly shoot through the rest of Green Path, fall into the same acid pit that I usually do, and rush through the Fog Canyon, and I head towards the Mantis Village. So on my way, well, this happens. Shit! Death number 1! And I'm all the way back here. Fuck. Death to a stray mantis. Kind of an anticlimactic first death, not to a boss, but to a random enemy clinging to the side of the wall. While making my way back to the Mantis Lords, I decide to make a deal with chat. If I somehow get a single death to the Mantis Lords, I will add 10 push-ups to the counter. That's how confident I am in dealing with the Mantis Lords. If I get a single death to the Mantis Lords, I'll add 10 push-ups to the counter. Inside a deal, the Mantis Lords will be easy for you. I mean, yeah, but like, that's why I'm saying, if I get a single death, I will add 10. And if I don't get a death to the Mantis Lords, I subscribe. Simple as that. If I don't die to the Mantis Lords, everyone subs. I quickly make my way to the Mantis Village, grab the Mantis Claw, and head down to face the Mantis Lords. I quickly manage to beat one at first, but the other two come in and make things a little bit more difficult. You should be close to... One of these two should be close to death. Alright. There we go! Woo! Okay! It got a little close there. I'll admit, it got a little close there. Ooh! It got a little close there. However, with patient and skilled gameplay, I managed to beat the two other sisters. However, despite me doing it deathless, chat didn't hold at the end of the deal and subscribed. However, you watching this video can just click that button and subscribe. Just go down there and click it. It costs nothing and would do me a huge favor. Also, it would tell me if you like more content like this. Thank you. After making my way back out of the Mantis Village, I head over to the City of Tears. After saving on the bench outside the Soul Sanctum, I make my way inside, rushing to the Soul Master. However, that rush is drastically slowed down by all the Soul Twisters who just get more and more annoying as they go. I managed to make my way through and got the Spell Twister Charm, a charm that, despite me playing this game several times, I have never used once. But today, I'm gonna try it out. If you don't know, the Spell Twister Charm basically makes it so that any spell attack you use costs less, which means you can use more of those attacks. After healing up, I make my way back to the Soul Sanctum and take on the Soul Master. And after a relatively slow boss fight, I managed to beat him and get Desolate Dive. After that relatively easy boss fight, I decide to do some upkeep for myself. I make my way back to the Crossroads, kill the pregnant mother and her kids, and get to unlocking Zerulubra and Sly, which will allow me to travel into darker places and unlock more charm notches, which is what I need to do to keep going. Oh, and I also killed this guy. I don't know why it looks like that though, just ignore it. I also went back to the Queen Station and picked up another mass shard, just so that I have 6 mass. After that, I make my way to Crystal Peaks, and well, shit. I did it again. This is... Okay, I mean... I didn't intend to come here. But that's like the... I make that mistake so often, too. So now I'm in the resting grounds, which I need to make my way here eventually. I just find it funny that every single time I go through Crystal Peaks, looking for the Crystal Heart, I accidentally take the wrong path and end up in the resting grounds. I don't know why I keep doing this. I played this game a million times, but I've done this so many times now, it's just funny. I quickly pick up the Dream Nail, and out of boredom, I decide to take on Zero, who actually gets me relatively close to death for once. After beating Zero, I make my way through the resting grounds and into this eastern half of the City of Tears, primarily just to unlock it before heading back up into Crystal Peaks and unlocking the Crystal Heart. I'll take this. After nabbing that, I took on the Crystal Guardian, who honestly was pretty easy. I was kind of shocked that I beat this first try, primarily because I've always lost to him first try whenever I played through the Crystal Peaks area of the game. I don't know what it is, but I guess this time I just beat him. I decided to head back to the City of Tears because I want to pick up Shade Soul, which is in the Soul Sanctum and is behind a boss that, so no one's surprised, I died to. Every time. Alright. Every time. Without fail, every time to that fight. Every time. I literally do not know what it is about this fight, but for some reason, I can never, ever beat him first try. I can have all the upgrades in the world, but this guy just kicks my butt. But I kill him in attempt 2, and I picked up Shade Soul. Fight, I decide to head back to the Mantis Village and head into Deepnest, and on the way, this happens. I had no reason to go that way. That's right, guys. Out of the 3 deaths I've had thus far, 2 of which were to random stray enemies in this game. Damn it. I eventually make my way to the Mantis Village before taking a trip into Deepnest. And before I continue, I just want to mention, fuck Deepnest and fuck everyone who had anything to do with the creation of Deepnest. I hate this place. This place was the epitome of close calls, stupid pitfalls, and accidentally running into traps and enemies. Oh, and look at that. I died. Fuck Deepnest. After making my long trip back to my soul, doing Deepnest blind, mind you, since I don't have the map yet, I eventually make my way to the Distant Village, and well, here comes the reasons I hate Deepnest. Right, so we're at Distant Village. Let's not fuck up the parkour. I fucked up the parkour. I fucked up the parkour. I fucked up the parkour. Oh, I fucked up the parkour almost instantly too. Okay. Which leads to this. Oh my god. And this. Ooh, okay, wait. Mother. Come on! I'm getting flipped over. I'm getting trolled. I am getting trolled. Oh my god. But eventually I make my way out of that hellhole and into Distant Village and into the Beast's Den, which I shockingly get through first try, slay Hera, and call it a day. I start my day 2 back in Dirtmouth, but quickly make my way back down to Deepnest just to nab the train pass, which gets a little risky, but I eventually nab it and make my way down to the train in Deepnest and head to the Ancient Basin. I make my way to the Broken Vessel, which, can I just say, is one of my personal favorite boss fights in the game. Should I do a ranking video? I think I should. And I managed to quickly beat him, and I also grabbed Monarch Wings. I then decided to make my way back up to the City of Tears to upgrade my nail, mainly because I knew I would need the nail upgrade to deal with my least favorite bosses in the game, the Watcher Knights. Quickly make my way up the tower to take on the Watcher Knights, and despite me dropping a Chandelure on one of them, they managed to overrun me and take me out. However, I quickly make my way back up, and this time, I beat them. And with that, Lurien the Watcher has been dealt with. Also, that one weirdo who managed to get past the Knights. How did he do that? I still question it to this day. Was he like an attendant to Lurien? Because I don't know how he got up there. How he did that is a mystery to me. After leaving the spire, I realized I only had 2 places left to go. Unfortunately, one of those places are full of maggots and shit. Welcome to the Royal Waterways, people. I quickly navigate my way through the maggots and to the one and only Dung Defender, who honestly manages to beat me first time around. But to be honest, could you blame me? This theme is a banger. I got distracted. It's a really good theme. Like, I think it's the best theme in the game. But I quickly come around and beat him a second time around, and quickly make my way to Yzma's Tier, which opened the door for the last place I set my eyes on, the Teacher's Archives. 1 dead giant jellyfish later, and 1 unslayed. I now had one thing standing between me and the end of the game. Hollow Knight. What, you didn't think I'd be taking on the Radiance, right? That'd be crazy. Although, if this video does get 50 likes, maybe I'll take on that challenge. Maybe, we'll see. After doing a little bit of upkeep and deciding against traveling into Kingdom's Edge for Quick Slash, I make my way into the Black Egg Temple to take on the Hollow Knight, who, after a valiant battle, kicks my ass not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, but 5 separate times. You know, this is what I get for calling the Hollow Knight too easy of a final boss, which even led to a moment like this. Okay, we're good, we're clearing. Oh shit. Okay, I might spoke too soon. I might spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Hubris, kids. It'll make a fool of you and me. However, on attempt 6, I finally managed to slay the Hollow Knight, thus beating the game. Which now begs the question, how many deaths did I have and how many push-ups do I have to do? Well, let's do the math. I had 1 death to a Stray Mantis, 1 death to the Soul Warrior, 1 death to a random mushroom, 1 death to a random... Is that thing a spider? What is that? 2 deaths trying to get out of the hole I fell into, 1 death to the Watcher Knights, shockingly, 1 death to the Dung Defender, and at last, 5 deaths to the Hollow Knight. Which in total leaves me with 13 deaths, aka 13 push-ups to do, well, let's get to it. Alright, so I was going to try and use my webcam to record the push-ups. However, for some reason, it was having like difficulties in my computer. I don't know what it was. So I'm going to just do my push-ups off my iPhone. Alright, 13 push-ups. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whew, okay. Here's how I know I'm out of breath. I'm out of shape. I have not done push-ups in a while, and that actually was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Alright, let's get to the video. And that's all my push-ups. If you're interested in seeing me do more challenges like this, I plan on doing at least 1 a month. And if you're interested in seeing me do this challenge again, but I tried to beat the Radiance this time, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, follow me on Twitch, please. Bigger number equals better streamer, right? Oh, and if you're interested in knowing who made my thumbnail, go check out Xandra Nightshade. Link is also down in the description. She's an amazing artist and a really good friend of mine. But with that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next challenge video. Peace.